From crowded, crime-ridden cities to places notorious for their dreary weather, today we're turning our attention to the top 10 U.S. cities experiencing a wave of migration. In the current climate of migration, it's easy to see where people are flocking to, but what about the places they're leaving? We've identified 10 cities that are currently seeing significant exodus as residents seek greener pastures. Join the Shin explore these cities and learn why people are choosing to leave for a better quality of life. If you can give this video about 5,000 likes, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Our journey begins in Minnesota, specifically with Minneapolis, the largest city in the state. Nestled in the heart of the Midwest, Minneapolis serves as the county seat of Hennepin County and is home to approximately 430 residents spread across 57 square miles of land. Historically known for its innovative economy, bolstered by diverse industries spanning software to renewable energy, Minneapolis has long been regarded as a desirable place to call home. However, recent times have seen a shift in this perception. Despite its picturesque lakes and abundant outdoor vistas, the aftermath of the global pandemic has left a profound impact on the city's populace. Many residents, once enamored with the city's amenities and economic opportunities, are now reconsidering their futures. The challenges brought about by the pandemic have prompted a notable exodus, with individuals and families opting to relocate elsewhere in pursuit of a more secure and stable environment. As we explore further, we'll uncover the factors contributing to Minneapolis's evolving demographic landscape and examine why it finds itself on the list of cities experiencing significant departures in recent years. Since last year, a growing number of Minneapolis residents have voiced concerns about the city's harsh winters, noting their prolonged duration and extreme cold. In addition to weather woes, the economic landscape has also taken a downturn, with thousands experiencing job losses or transitions. This has pushed the city's unemployment rate to a staggering 10.08%, significantly higher than the national average of 3.5%. Adding to these challenges is a concerning surge in violent crime. Recent events have propelled Minneapolis into the spotlight as one of America's most violent cities, with an alarming crime rate increase of 18%. Incidents span various categories including robbery, rape, and aggravated assault. This unsettling trend has deeply affected residents like Julie Orden, who recalls multiple instances of dialing 911 due to gunshots near her North Side residence. Another resident, Marnette Gordon, faced a harrowing ordeal when she rushed her son to the ER after he was shot while refueling his vehicle. Given these circumstances, it's understandable why former residents like Julie and Marnette have chosen to relocate. The combination of harsh winters, economic uncertainty, and rising crime rates has prompted many individuals and families to seek safer and more stable environments elsewhere. Number 9. Chicago, Illinois. One place that might surprise you for experiencing a decline in residents is Chicago, Illinois. As the largest city in the state, Chicago boasts a current population of approximately 2,756,546 people spread over 227.3 square miles of land. Initially renowned as a cultural hub with a robust and diversified economy, Chicago has historically been celebrated as one of the wealthiest cities globally. However, upon closer inspection, it becomes evident that finding employment in Chicago can be quite challenging. The city's unemployment rate currently stands at 4.3%, which is higher than the national average. Coupled with a sluggish job market, this economic reality poses difficulties for residents seeking stable employment opportunities. Moreover, the cost of living in Chicago exacerbates the financial burdens of its inhabitants. Expenses here are significantly higher than in other cities across Illinois, commanding a premium that is 33% above the state average and 25% higher than the national average. These inflated costs place a considerable strain on the budgets of local residents, further complicating their financial situations. Another significant concern among Chicago residents is the high rate of crime. Currently, Chicago ranks as safer than only 10% of cities nationwide, with residents facing a troubling statistic of a 1 in 103 chance of becoming victims of violent crimes. This stark reality has contributed to a growing exodus of people seeking better professional opportunities, lower taxes, and a safer living environment elsewhere. The allure of improved career prospects, coupled with the financial relief offered by lower taxes in other regions, has prompted many Chicagoans to reconsider their residency. Additionally, the desire for a safer community where personal security is less of a concern has fueled this trend of relocation away from Chicago. As residents weigh these factors, economic challenges, high living costs, and concerns over safety, it underscores the complex decision-making process many face when contemplating a move away from the Windy City. Number 8. Denver, Colorado. Denver has recently witnessed a significant outflow of residents, and frankly, it's understandable why. As the most populous city in Colorado, Denver is grappling with retention issues despite its current population of approximately 738,594 people spread across 153 square miles of land. Known as the Mile High City, Denver boasts renowned ski slopes, breathtaking mountain vistas, and a vibrant blend of urban culture. However, these attractions are juxtaposed against a harsh economic reality. The city maintains a notably high cost of living. Living in Denver is about 8% more expensive than other cities within the state, and a substantial 12% higher than the national average. While Denver's job market shows resilience, offering some reassurance, this comes as scant consolation to residents who navigate a city with soaring crime rates. The stark reality is that Denver's crime rate surpasses both the state and national averages by more than double. Residents face a troubling statistic, a 1 in 113 chance of becoming victims of violent crimes. This unsettling statistic weighs heavily on the minds of many Denverites, prompting serious considerations about their future in the city. As next year approaches, the prospect of continued safety concerns is a significant factor influencing the decisions of individuals and families contemplating a move away from Denver. Number 7. Detroit, Michigan. Here comes another major city in another state experiencing a significant population decline. Detroit, located in Michigan's Wayne County. Currently, Detroit is home to approximately 635,596 residents inhabiting an area spanning about 138.7 square miles. Known famously as the Motor City, Detroit has historically been renowned as the global epicenter of the automotive industry. The city boasts an average of 183 sunny days annually, a vibrant music scene, a thriving environment for new businesses, and various other attractions. However, despite these appealing aspects, a pervasive question lingers. Will Detroit ever recover? The stark reality is that Detroit has been grappling with a prolonged decline. Economic challenges, urban blight, and a dwindling population have cast a shadow over the city's prospects for revitalization. For quite some time now, Detroit has been plagued by a devastatingly high unemployment rate, which stands at 7.2%, more than double both the state and national averages. But that's not the only challenge facing Detroit residents. Alongside scarce job opportunities, they also contend with a steep cost of living that is 14% higher than other cities in the state and 3% above the national average. Adding to these hardships is the city's alarming crime rate, which surpasses that of other cities in Michigan by at least fourfold. In Detroit, residents face a daunting 1 in 44 chance of becoming victims of violent crimes. This grim statistic has created an atmosphere of unease, prompting residents to remain vigilant and cautious in their daily lives. Given these harsh realities, poor job prospects, exorbitant living costs, and pervasive crime, it's no wonder that many Detroit residents feel compelled to constantly watch their backs. In comparison, cities like Denver, with their own challenges, may not seem as daunting in light of Detroit's ongoing struggles. Number 6. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston, a prominent city in Massachusetts, is facing a significant exodus of residents. The city currently hosts around 693,417 people within its 48.34 square miles of land. Renowned for its rich American history, popular attractions, and culinary delights, Boston initially appears as an appealing urban center. However, beneath its surface lies a stark reality. Boston is among the most expensive cities in the United States. The cost of living here is a staggering 48% higher than the national average, a figure that deters many from staying. From 2020 to 2021 alone, the Boston metro area saw a decline of nearly 37,000 residents, equating to almost 1% of its total population. Beyond financial concerns, Boston grapples with safety issues. Despite its nickname as the city on a hill, Boston has a troubling crime rate, ranking safer than only 19% of American cities. This combination of high living costs and safety concerns underscores why many residents are opting to leave in search of more affordable and secure environments elsewhere. Number 5. Seattle, Washington. Nestled along the West Coast in King County, Washington, Seattle is another prominent city experiencing a decline in its population. Currently home to approximately 762,687 residents spread across 142 square miles, Seattle's allure lies in its easy access to nature, a robust economy bolstered by diverse industries, and a vibrant jazz scene with over 24 clubs on Jackson Street. However, beneath this facade of cultural richness and economic prosperity lies a sobering reality. Seattle is notorious for its exorbitant cost of living, which weighs heavily on its residents. The city is a striking 36% more expensive than the state average and a staggering 54% higher than the national average. These elevated living costs contribute significantly to the financial strain experienced by Seattleites. In addition to its financial challenges, Seattle also grapples with significant safety concerns. The city's crime rate is alarming, with residents facing a 1 in 152 chance of becoming victims of violent crimes. Home burglary rates are also higher than average, contributing to Seattle's overall elevated crime statistics compared to other cities in the state and the national average. Beyond safety issues, Seattle's weather further influences its population decline. Winters are characterized by an abundance of dark and gloomy days, coupled with frequent rainfall that can persist for much of the year. This persistent dreariness often leaves residents feeling emotionally impacted and seeking sunnier climates elsewhere. Combined, these factors, high living costs, safety worries, and challenging weather patterns, underscore why many Seattle residents are opting to relocate to areas offering a brighter economic outlook, greater safety, and more favorable weather conditions. Number 4. Washington, D.C. At first glance, living in Washington, D.C. might appear idyllic, but the reality paints a different picture. The capital city, with a population of around 707,909 residents spread across 61 square miles, is grappling with retaining its inhabitants. While it stands proudly as the seat of a rapidly growing government and attracts ambitious newcomers from across the globe, there are significant downsides to residing here. Foremost among these challenges is the exorbitant cost of living. Washington, D.C. ranks among the top 1% of the most expensive cities globally, placing a considerable financial strain on its residents. This high cost of living exacerbates the financial burdens faced by its inhabitants, making everyday expenses a significant concern. In addition to the staggering cost of living, Washington, D.C. presents challenges in its job market. Despite an unemployment rate of 4.6%, which exceeds both the state and national averages, the financial burden can be significant for residents already grappling with high expenses. This economic pressure often leads to heightened stress among residents, who must work diligently to manage their finances while striving to meet their basic needs. Furthermore, a notable portion of Washington, D.C.'s population, 15.5%, lives below the poverty line, highlighting the widespread economic disparities within the city. This socioeconomic divide underscores the difficulties faced by many residents in affording basic necessities and maintaining a reasonable quality of life. On top of these economic hardships, Washington, D.C. also contends with a crime rate that aligns with state and national averages. This lack of significant improvement in safety contributes to residents' concerns about their well-being and the security of their neighborhoods, adding another layer of uncertainty for those considering their future in the city. In sum, while Washington, D.C. offers the prestige of being the nation's capital and attracts ambitious individuals from around the world, its high cost of living, challenging job market, economic disparities, and crime rates present formidable obstacles that continue to drive some residents to seek more stable and affordable living environments elsewhere. Number 3. New York City. New York City, the most densely populated city in the United States, is experiencing a significant exodus of residents in recent years. The city currently boasts a vast population of approximately 8,130,200 residents inhabiting 300 square miles of land, yet these numbers are declining rapidly. Renowned as the world's most vibrant and diverse city, New York City never sleeps, fueled by a bustling economy and endless cultural attractions. However, it also holds the distinction of being the most expensive city to live in within the United States. While skyrocketing rents are a prominent factor pushing residents away, the cost of living in New York City is exacerbated by numerous other expenses. The overall cost of living in New York City is a staggering 26% to 95% higher than both the state and national averages, respectively. This financial burden encompasses not just housing, but also everyday necessities, transportation, and other essentials, placing a severe strain on residents' budgets. New York City faces additional challenges beyond its high cost of living and bustling environment. The city's job market is struggling, with an unemployment rate of 5.9%, significantly surpassing the national average. This economic hardship adds to the financial pressures felt by residents, compounding their difficulties in meeting the city's high living expenses. Crime rates in New York City have also seen a troubling increase, escalating by 44% since the beginning of 2022. This surge has resulted in a heightened risk, with residents now facing a 1 in 172 chance of becoming victims of violent crime. These statistics exceed both the state and national averages, contributing to heightened concerns about safety among the city's population. Taken together, these economic and safety challenges underscore why many individuals are reconsidering their commitment to living in the Empire State. Despite its cultural richness and economic opportunities, the combination of high unemployment, escalating crime rates, and exorbitant living costs presents a daunting reality for residents striving to secure their futures in New York City. Number 2. Los Angeles. Los Angeles, the largest city in California, is facing a notable decline in its population, currently estimated at approximately 3,219,973 residents spread across 469 square miles of land. This trend of residents leaving started gaining momentum last year and has accelerated into 2022, reflecting broader shifts in perception about California as a whole. Despite its renowned attractions such as the great outdoors, world-class cuisine, and pleasant weather, Los Angeles struggles to retain its locals for several compelling reasons. Firstly, the cost of living in Los Angeles is notably higher, being 7% more expensive than in other cities across California and a striking 51% above the state average. These elevated living expenses place significant financial strain on residents, making it increasingly challenging to afford a comfortable lifestyle. Additionally, the job market in Los Angeles offers little solace, with an unemployment rate that surpasses the national average. This economic uncertainty compounds the financial difficulties faced by residents already grappling with high living costs. Safety concerns further exacerbate the exodus from Los Angeles. The city's crime rate is nearly double that of the state and national averages, presenting a persistent threat to the well-being and security of its residents. This combination of economic pressures and safety issues underscores why many individuals and families are choosing to relocate from Los Angeles in search of more affordable, secure, and economically viable living environments elsewhere. Number 1. San Francisco. San Francisco, the fourth largest city in California, is grappling with a significant exodus of residents despite its undeniable beauty. Currently home to about 887,711 people within a compact 46.9 square miles, the city has recently experienced a surge in departures, with nearly 20,000 residents moving out in the last 3 months alone. The primary driver behind this mass exodus is the exorbitant housing costs. San Francisco's cost of living is exceptionally high, surpassing other cities in the state by 38% and exceeding the national average by a staggering 94%. Housing costs, in particular, can soar to as much as 238% higher than the national average, rendering many residents unable to afford adequate accommodation and, in some cases, leading to homelessness. Compounding these financial challenges is a concerning rise in crime rates. Reports from the San Francisco Chronicle indicate that a significant number of residents, 45%, have fallen victim to violent crimes, further eroding the city's appeal as a safe and secure place to live. Given these pressing issues, skyrocketing housing costs and escalating crime, many former San Francisco residents are seeking refuge in more affordable and secure locations across the United States. This ongoing trend reflects a broader reconsideration of living standards and priorities among those looking for a better quality of life elsewhere. If you found this discussion insightful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing for more content like this. Your engagement is crucial in raising awareness and supporting efforts to address these critical issues. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.